Welcome to Bottles and Bites Without Borders, where every sip and every bite tell a story. Rob is your host. Each week, he will take you on a delicious journey, from vineyard tales and distillery secrets to culinary traditions. So, grab a favorite drink, a plate of something tasty, and join us for another adventure with Bottles and Bites.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the podcast. Thanks for stopping in for another episode. She's back, ladies and gentlemen. She's officially a regular on the podcast. Sandra, my wife, back on the show. How you doing, babe?
I'm doing good.
We went from a couple episodes of food to I'm going to liquor you up tonight. I'm throwing a bunch of wine your way.
I love it.
You like wine?
I love wine.
All right, tonight's topic, we're all about wine and the exploration of wine. You and I really, I think, tell me if I'm wrong, we really enjoy exploring the world of wine. I think most people who are, I'm going to say, air quotes here, are into wine. I think they're, I don't want to say stuck, but they're in a groove.
Yes.
There's certain grapes that they know, and they kind of maybe live in that world and stay there. Now, they might expand a little bit. I think the noble grapes of Bordeaux, Merlot and Cab Franc and Cabernet Sauvignon, and then you think about Pinot Noir and Sauvignon Blanc and Chardonnay. I think these are all the grapes that people will drink and enjoy and maybe explore those grapes in other parts of the globe. But we both know there's so many other grapes out there to explore.
There's so many.
And that's going to be part of our conversation today.
Okay. Is
those grapes. And you might be going, well, that doesn't seem like it ties into the title. It does, because I think, let me say it this way. We also look for value.
Definitely.
Love finding grapes or wines that we always say punch up.
Yes.
We pay a certain price for it, but we would have happily paid more. We're glad we didn't have to, but it drinks so well that we go, can't believe this is only $20.
I know.
So we look for those, we like those, and we think there's a lot of regions out there that offer those.
Oh, definitely. I'm sure there are tons that we've never even heard of.
Well, and that's part of this conversation. So here's what I did.
Okay.
We have a few that we would say we really like. Spain might be one.
Yes.
Tuscany, we still think
Definitely.
Chianti Classicos, you can get some great values
Definitely.
there. But what I thought would be kind of fun is to go, well, let me say it another way. We know what we know. We don't know what we don't know. Does that sound kind of funny?
Yes.
So it's hard for me to look up regions that give you me just knowing, I need to try wines from this region if I don't know where those regions are and what those grapes might be. So if I don't know, how do you explore? Well, sometimes we get exposed to things at a wine tasting or a dinner with friends.
Correct.
Where somebody brings a fun bottle. But I thought, let's ask ChatGPT.
Oh, okay.
This is the all-knowing, right? This is, surely the chat can pull up some wine recommendations for us.
You think?
I think so.
Okay.
So I asked ChatGPT to give me the top 10 global wine regions that consistently deliver bang for your buck wines.
Oh, okay.
Regions that punch up, that have high quality, we always say that QPR, that quality to price ratio. That's what we always look for. Now, some that it gave me, it was an interesting list. There were some on here, countries that I know and we drink from, but regions within that country we've never had.
Oh, interesting.
That was interesting. And then there's some countries on here with regions that we do have. But it was interesting that there were more that we haven't had than we have. And so I thought it would be fun to do a podcast and kind of talk about what did ChatGPT come up with as far as 10 regions, what countries they're in, and what wines are they recommending from those countries and regions.
And these are bang for your buck. That punch up.
Punch up.
Okay.
These are the 10 regions globally that consistently deliver that bang for your buck wine.
Oh, Okay. Well, I'm curious to see what ChatGPT had to come up with.
And I'm going to go in the order that ChatGPT gave this list.
Okay.
So,
do you want to first start with what we are drinking?
oh, we do have a little wine in the glass, and this is nowhere near the topic we're having
It's not?
today. No.
Oh, okay.
No, we're drinking a Sauvignon Blanc.
Yes.
From?
California.
Producer.
Napa Valley. Toomey?
Yeah. Price per bottle?
I have no idea.
This is about $35 a bottle. So
okay.
It's not on the cheaper side.
No. Not for a soft Blanc, no.
Not for, well, again, when you say Napa, you're not expecting it to be $14.
Correct.
Yeah, you're not expecting it to be, a cheap, or I don't want to say cheap, less expensive wine.
There you go.
I don't like
less
using
expensive.
the word cheap
No.
because just because the price point's lower doesn't mean it's a cheap, which to me implies a lesser quality.
Correct.
Less expensive, you can still have quality, just not paying as much.
Right.
Is that fair?
Absolutely
Okay.
fair. And I was going to tell you the same thing, that you can't say cheap because it's not a cheap tasting wine.
Yeah.
It's a very good wine.
Very good wine. And I will say this. I made the comment to you after I took a sip. What'd I say?
You got to give Sauv Blanc a chance again from Napa.
I mean, I still do kind of crap on Napa because I just didn't think the wines, the quality level were as good as, like if you tell me I'm paying $35 for a Sancerre, Sauvignon Blanc from Loire Valley, I'm probably going, that's fine. That's a good price. That's solid wine. But here you hear me going, $35 for a Napa Sauv?
But it's delicious.
So I need to maybe step back, reevaluate my thoughts on some of these Napa wines.
Yeah. We had one not too long ago as well.
Which one do we have to? Oh, Round Pond.
The Round Pond. Mm-hmm.
Also a very good one. Also about $32, $32, something around there. Yeah.
Right.
So
that's what we have in our glasses now.
But these are also producers that have that pedigree, that tradition.
Yes, they do.
They're known for quality. Mm-hmm. So you kind of get what you pay for with that, a little bit.
Right.
With Napa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, a little Sauv Blanc in the glass. We do like white wines.
I love a white wine.
Any idea where I might go first for the first country that was spit out by our friend Chat?
I'm going to take a guess and say Italy.
Italy's on the list, but it was not in position number one. I'll tell you what. Yeah, the first one was...
So, okay, wait, before you say anything. So we're going one being the number one?
No, I don't think so.
Or it just doesn't matter? It's just the first one listed. Okay.
Yeah, just the first one listed. I don't think it was, ranking them as far as which one's the best regions.
Okay, perfect.
This would get to preference, right? Style of wine, things like that.
Absolutely. So. Okay, perfect. Now I know how we're starting. Okay.
So number one on the list was Portugal.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you've heard me say that this is a region that is up and coming, that it's going to, in a period of time, I don't know how short, I was going to say in a short amount of time, in a period of time, become more and more popular because your wines are that good.
Right.
I recently on the YouTube channel, a couple of videos, 3 or 4 videos back, did a Portugal wine that was recommended to us by 2 ladies, bought from Trader Joe's for like $7.
Yes.
And I didn't have a whole lot of, high hopes that it would be, really good. Mm-hmm. But it was good. It was very good. It really surprised me. And that was like a $7 wine. Yeah. And that's an example of what you can get out of Portugal, which is pretty cool.
What was that wine? Was it the Porto?
No, it was, Porto 6. I think is what it was called. Mm-hmm. Yeah, at Trader Joe's.
Yeah, well, that's good. Okay, Portugal is up there.
Portugal's up there, and you're going to think, the popular grape in this region is the Touriga Nacional, and blends with this grape with some other indigenous grapes. When you think Portugal, the first thing you might think of is a fortified wine with ports, which, they're known for and very, very famously known for. But their whites and reds are starting to become more and more popular. And I think a big part of that is they're exporting more and more. So people are being able to try and
explore.
Yeah, and man.
So do we need to get in on the ground floor of all these Portugal wines?
Yeah, I've said this multiple times. We need to start drinking more of these and buying more of these because they are great. We have a few in the fridge that we still need to drink. So we've had a few that you and I have had. I don't know if you remember the name Dow. D-A-O.
Yes, I do.
So we've had some wines from that region. We've had some wines from the Douro. There's another region that they're listing here, thanks chat, I've never heard of, which is Alentejo. I don't know that region, so that's something that we'll need to go explore in Portugal.
Awesome.
And check it out. Now, whites, I've never had this Arinto for a white. Arinto whites, it says it gives you a crisp, mineral-driven bargains. So I don't know. We'll have to check that out. I don't know exactly what that means. A white that I know you and I like from this country is Vino Verde.
Love that one.
When you talk about a summer wine that is $8, $9, a matter of fact, there's a rosé that we pay like $6 for from Santos.
Oh.
That rosé. We absolutely love that wine, and $6 a bottle.
Can't beat it.
From Portugal. So, Portugal on the list, and it would be one that I think should be on the list.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, I agree with you on that. I mean, that's one that we've started drinking some more wines from.
We're exploring. We're giving it a shot. So, yeah. Spain, we do enjoy Spain. We love Albarino. We love Tempranillo. We love some Grenache from Spain. But chat's kind of giving us a couple of other options that we might need to explore.
Okay.
Yeah. And, well, let me go back to Portugal real quick. You're going to get really good. I want to talk about pricing for these regions because people are going, well, you're saying bang for your buck. What am I looking at spending in these regions?
Right.
For a mid-priced Touriga Nacional, you're looking at maybe $10 to $13.
Wow.
For a really good one that's consistently good, maybe around $21, $22.
Oh.
That's a really good price.
That's a very good price.
Yeah. I think it's a great price. We talked a little bit about that rosé for $6. Vino Verde, we spend between $10 and $12 for a lot of those that are fantastic. So that gives you some idea of the prices of these. I think if I were going to give you just kind of a general statement for Portugal, you're probably going to be in that, $8 range to $35 range for, the spectrum there of fantastic wines for that kind of price range. You're going to be really blown away.
Oh, right.
So Spain, chat gave us two regions that I don't know. Mencia is one of them. Mencia. I don't know Mencia. And then Bierzo. I don't know Bierzo. I've never heard of these. Now, Bierzo, Mencia is the region. I'm guessing Bierzo is the grape.
Probably.
Silky, earthy, Pinot Barolo kind of crossover vibes. That's right in our wheelhouse.
I love it.
Love Pinot. We love Barolo.
Yes.
Barolo is thought to be the Burgundy of Italy. So if it's in that wheelhouse, I'm willing to try that. I'd like to try that. I'm thinking, it's a thinner skinned grape. It's going to have more red fruit kind of forward on it. It's going to be maybe softer tannins, although Barolo is going to be big tannins on Barolo. A lot of times softer tannins
I'm
on
hearing all this, and I'm thinking very elegant.
I think that's a great descriptor.
Very elegant from what you're hearing, what you're saying. I'm hearing very elegant wine.
Well, I think when you think Barolo and Pinot Noir, that's also something you would say it's an elegant wine. I think that's a great call, Sandra. Yeah. So do me a favor. While I'm looking through here, can you look up Bierzo? Bierzo. Is that the grape or Mencia? I think Mencia is the region and Bierzo is the grape. I know that's right. Because the next one, well, maybe it's both names.
Well, let's see here.
What does it say? I'm
going to be reading this. This is what I'm going to read. It says Bierzo wine comes from the Bierzo do in northwestern Spain, renowned for its high-altitude vineyards and complex red wines made predominantly from the Mencia grape. So Mencia is the grape.
Okay. So the next one it recommended is Mourvedre, which we know.
Oh, yeah.
And in Spain, they call it Monastrell, is what it's called.
Oh, okay.
So the region there would be Jumilia. Jumilla.
Humilia?
Humilia?
Maybe
Yeah, I
Humilla.
pronounce the J where I'm from.
Maybe it's Humilla.
I bet you're right. You would
I don't know.
Bold, dark, dark red fruits, and typically under $20. And when you think about Mourvedre, this is when we go to the Rhone Valley, or Languedoc in France, where you're going to get Mourvedre. Typically, it's a blending grape there.
Okay.
GSM.
So is this like just Mourvedre?
That's what it looks like. This is a grape that you need to explore. Can get these for under $20.
$20.
Under $20 is what it says.
Wow.
That's a pretty
It sounds
good price.
the sound just it's like very, from what I know of a Mourvedre, it's very strong tasting.
No, if you think about the GSM blend, this is a Grenache Syrah Mourvedre.
Uh-huh.
That's the grape that's in there in the Rhone Valley. I think the Syrah would be the bigger grape. The Grenache and the Mourvedre are going to be more on the lighter than the Syrah. I'll say it that way. Not as big and bold as the Syrah. But I think it's bolder than the Grenache, but not as bold as Syrah. I may be wrong about that. Maybe. I don't know that I've had a lot of Mourvedre.
I was going to say the same
grape.
thing. I was going to say the same thing. I don't know if we've had a lot of Mourvedre.
That's why we're talking about this.
Blends.
We've had a lot of Grenache, we've had a lot of Syrah, and we've had a lot of GSM blends.
Interesting. Well, that's what's great about this is that it's giving us ideas of different places, different grapes we could try.
And shame on me, it is given a descriptor here as bold. So I'm guessing bold, dark, fruited wines. This would be a bigger kind of expression. I don't know this area in Spain. Spain has some areas that can get hot. So it could be a little bit more ripe, It could be a little bit more alcoholic. I'm not sure. But hey, I'm willing to try.
Absolutely.
Give it a shot. Try something new.
I wonder where we would find that. I guess just go into one of our local...
A wine shop, I think
wine
is where you want to
shops.
go. Yeah, maybe
Maybe
Wine
go get a
Merchants
glass.
of Houston, or I don't know if they're going to have this by the glass. Usually your by the glass wines are going... Well, it would be tough to find this by the glass.
Okay.
Usually
how much did you say?
Under $20.
Well, then, yeah, we could probably spend that and
Sure, we drink it.
try a bottle.
All right. The third country on Chat's list, I like calling him Chat. We're pretty tight.
You're pretty
so,
tight
yeah.
with Chat.
Yeah, we're just Chat. Italy.
Oh,
and the region
okay.
would be Sicily.
Well, we do love Sicily.
This is one that we're very familiar
We are
with.
very familiar. Etna Rosso, right?
Etna Rosso, Etna Bianco. Yeah.
Etna Bianco.
Would be the white. Yep. So,
Yeah. Very familiar with that.
the region we love, we're going to still mention it because Chat threw it out there, but we agree. And if you're not familiar with this region in Italy, the island of Sicily, you need to explore because
Definitely.
these are elegant. These are finesse when you talk about Nerello Mescalese is the grape in Etna Rosso. Now, they do also offer a bigger kind of, think about cab style kind of grape, which is Nero d'Avola. This is a juicy, everyday red, that you can drink. Great with, grilling meats and steaks and things like that. So Nero d'Avola would be another good wine, that grape from Sicily. And then again, we said the Etna Bianco is the white wine from Etna Rosso is the red wine from Mount Etna. The white wine is Caricente. Caricente is the grape that is used in Etna Bianco, the white wine.
Yeah, I don't know the names of the grapes. I just know I like them.
When I open one and just pour it for you.
Just pour it for me. I'm going to be happy.
When I give it to you, you always go, this is Etna Rosso.
I know. I'm
yes,
I
it is.
love this wine.
Yeah, it's really beautiful wines. And again, this is a region where you can still get some really good value.
Yes.
So buy now, because again, becoming very popular. It's an island. Production's not going to go up that much, but when demand does, we know what that does to prices.
It goes up.
It goes up. So
buy them, but not buy them, because we still want to buy them cheap.
And if you don't know, when I say Mount Etna, it's a mountain, but it's also an active volcano.
Yes.
So when you think about this volcano is spitting out ash and stuff that falls down the slopes of the mountain volcano and, lands all over these vineyards and gets into the soil. I mean, you get this very cool minerality from this, from the ash that is in the soil with these wines.
Isn't that crazy?
It's just a beautiful thing to have. I mean,
definitely.
Really love these wines.
Love them. It's just amazing what those little things do to the soil and how it affects the grapes and the taste and beautiful.
And that's these are indigenous grapes. You don't see Nerello Mascalese from anywhere else. But what you're describing is what makes exploring the grapes that we do love that are grown in other parts fun to go see how it's done. How is Cabernet done in Napa Valley versus Bordeaux versus the Barossa Valley in Australia? That's very fun. Or Chile, someplace like that. Oh
yeah,
to see how it's grown there, how it's handled, what's the winemaker doing, the differences, the nuances. It really makes exploring wine so much fun to do.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay. What else do we have?
Next up is a country that I keep saying I want to explore and drink from more. Again, we've had wines from there, but I'd like to have more. And that is South Africa.
Oh,
South Africa, you can still get some pretty good value. One of our favorite whites is Chenin Blanc.
Love a Chenin Blanc.
My two favorite regions for Chenin Blanc, Loire Valley, and then South Africa. We have had several Chenin Blancs from South Africa. Yep. Stellenbosch and Swartland are the two regions that's recommended that you look for these wines from.
Have we had any from there?
Oh, yeah. Oh, of course, babe.
Okay.
And, these are world-class whites that you can get, from the $15 to $25 range. So, and by the way, I didn't go back up and tell you about Italy. The price range there, you're going to be anywhere from $14 to $25. Now, you can go higher for an Etna Rosso, but you're going to get great wines in that, $14 to $25, $30 range. You're going to get some beautiful wines.
Isn't that just lovely?
What's that?
Have a great wine for a nice price. It doesn't hurt the pocketbook so much.
Well, when you're American like you and I, and we start our wine journey in Napa, people who might be listening to this in one of these countries or something are going, duh.
I thought that is true.
Come on. You're just now figuring this out?
Yes, we are.
Where we're going, wait, look, we started in Napa.
That's right.
We were in some wine clubs. We were dropping $800 every 3 months for 6 bottles.
It was terrible.
What are we doing?
I know.
There's such great wine out there that you don't have to break the bank for. And that's kind of the direction that you and I have went in our wine journey is we love exploring. We're not looking for those $100+ bottles all the time. We like to live in that $20 to $45 range and find, again, like we said, wines that punch up.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, because we started in Napa spending so much, this is a find for us. This is something where we go, this is awesome.
You're absolutely right. I didn't think about that. There's people listening all over the world saying, that's what we normally pay. That's not a lot.
Yeah.
But for us, we're like, yes, we found a deal.
Absolutely. And if you're in the States listening to this, go explore the globe.
Absolutely.
Not knocking Napa. You can get great wines. Yes. But when you think about your dollar going as far as you can make it go and everywhere, wine included, I'd rather go buy 4 or 5 bottles from one of these regions than 1 bottle from Napa.
Right.
Sorry.
Right. We are still enjoying Napa wines. Look, we're drinking a Sauv Blanc from
right
Napa.
Now.
So,
but we just don't buy as much as we used to.
That is true.
Yeah. Plus, we like to explore.
Yes.
Yeah. So South Africa. The red that they're recommending from there is Syrah. And I don't know that I've ever had a Syrah from South Africa.
Well, you would know more than me.
I know we've had, I believe, a Cabernet from South Africa, and we've had a Pinotage.
Pinotage, yes.
Is the
I love a
indigenous-
Pinotage.
It's a hybrid grape. It's an indigenous grape with Pinot Noir, and I can't remember what the indigenous grape is, but it's a hybrid grape that's now indigenous to South Africa. Yeah.
Okay.
So we've had that. I don't know that I've ever had a Syrah, and we love Syrah.
Yes, we do. You would know more if we've had that or not, because you keep more track of all the different grapes that we have and all the different wines in the different places than I do. So
we haven't bought one. I'm just wondering if we've had it out somewhere, or had it at a wine dinner, or had it. I don't know.
Well, if anybody out there knows of one that we might be able to try or get.
Oh, I've got some lists for you coming up.
Of the Syrah from South Africa? Oh, okay.
I pulled them up because I want to find them. I'm going to give a little shout out to some producers here in a little bit.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Yeah, how about that?
I love it.
This guy's prepared.
You are.
You betcha. So that's the only other wine, the red, is Syrah. That's the only one. They didn't suggest Pinotage.
Uh-oh.
Oops.
Well, is it not one that's on the lower end of the price? Maybe it's on the higher bracket?
I don't think it is. I mean, the Pinotage we've had have not been very expensive at all.
What did we pay?
$16, $18.
When was that?
Well, I mean, do you think it went up $100?
Maybe. Well, what was the price point that we're looking at here? Did it say? Did chat tell you?
Yeah,
we're not going above $50 or something.
No. Let me tell you. I think I have it. Let me see. No, where's my? Yeah, I know I pulled up South Africa. Hold on just a second.
Well, I do know sometimes when we've had a Pinotage, and it might depend on your producer or the winemaker on producing the Pinotage, that maybe not so many people do a really good one, and that's maybe why it's not listed on here. You think?
Could be. You might be.
That there's not very many that produce a good Pinotage for it to probably make a list. Like, I don't know. Because I know we've had some that aren't one of our favorites. And some, maybe a handful, are pretty good. You know what I'm trying to say? I don't know if I'm making any sense there.
No, I think you're making sense. I will tell you that Chat, when I asked him to give me some producers of value wines in South Africa, he presented us with 8 Chenin Blancs.
Oh.
And not one red wine. That gets to the point of, like I was just saying, we find some Chenin Blanc, but we don't find a lot of red wines from South Africa.
It's not maybe being produced very well or done well there.
I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. It looks like it's maybe they're not distributed as much as their white wines. But the white wines, the Chenin Blancs, are anywhere from $10 to $20 is what you're looking at. There's a couple that are like around $7. There's one here that we absolutely love that we drink a lot. If I pull up this picture, you'll know that label if you remember that. Yeah. So this is AA Badenhorst, the Secateurs Chenin Blanc. It's about $14 a bottle. And Sandra and I get this locally, and we absolutely love this wine. So that's one of them.
Yeah.
I think maybe it's pulling up wines that are more distributed so that people can find it. That's my guess.
Well, that could be too.
All right, let's move on to the next country. You ready?
Yep.
Chile would be next.
Okay.
So Chile is going to have 3 regions. It's going to have Maipo, Maul, and Itata.
Itata.
I'm very certain I'm butchering these. Probably. And Maipo. This is going to be Cabernet Sauvignon. So here you're going to get this kind of Bordeaux-like structure is what they're telling us. Now, I know Chile is known for Cabernet Sauvignon. If you go over the Andes Mountains right there to Argentina, they're known for, I thought you would say it, Malbec.
Malbec. Okay. I'm like, what are you getting at?
So very interesting that these are two countries, Chile and Argentina, that are right next to each other, both sharing the Andes Mountains. One focuses heavily on Cabernet Sauvignon, Chile, and Argentina focuses
on Malbec.
Malbec. Really, really big.
Did Argentina make the list?
It's next. That's why I'm kind of talking about
okay.
it. So we're going to talk about Chile and Argentina being down in that same region.
Okay.
Chile, I gave you the three regions, Cabernet Sauvignon. And then you can go down to the other two regions I mentioned, which is Maule and Itata. And now you're going to get Kerrigan and Sensal.
Okay.
And, these are both grapes that are indigenous to France that I'm sure, vines were cut and brought over a long time ago in Chile. I have had the Kerrigan from Chile, and they make some beautiful wines and great values. You're talking about $10 to $15.
Really?
Oh, you can get some beautiful wines. Sensal is another one.
Have I had any of those? I don't feel like I've had a lot of Chile.
Sure you have.
I have. Okay.
Yeah. You just go, oh, this is good, and I tell you what it is. And can you name in the last week name me two red wines we've had in the last week?
A Brunello?
No, name the wines.
I don't know the names. I don't know.
That's my point. So
yeah.
You just say yes.
I just say yes and pour me some more.
Yeah. You're not one to...
But there are some that stand out a lot to me.
Oh, they stand out. Name me three that have stood out to you in the last month.
Well, I don't know.
Name me the one that stood out to you last night.
Oh, that was a Pinot Noir from Oregon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
That one was very good. Don't ask me the name.
Yeah. So my point is, you lean on me to tell you.
I do.
You just ask me. Don't say, I don't think I've had this. Just say, Rob, have I had this?
Well, that's probably the better question.
And I'll say yes or no, baby, you have.
But there are some times when you do serve me a wine, I'm like, yeah, this is not my jam.
Oh, that happens, not a lot, but it happens. And it should happen. There's no way, if you're exploring the world of wine, you should like everything that's in your glass.
Oh, definitely not.
Yeah. So that's good that you don't like everything. You figure out what you do like, and you buy more of those. And the ones you don't, you still finish the bottle, but you just don't buy another one. Yeah. We're not quitters.
No.
So that's the Chile. Argentina, we know Malbec. But when we think Malbec for Argentina, we usually go where?
Oh, it's...
Quiz time. I just said it.
It's... oh, darn it. It's...
You want me to tell you?
No, give me...
I'll tell you.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Mendoza.
Mendoza.
So what they're suggesting is to try Malbecs from the Uco Valley, UCO. Would you say that Uco? Uco Valley. So they say they're a little more fresh. They have some more mineral characteristics to them than the Mendoza kind of basic Malbecs that you would get.
Oh, well, I like some mineral.
The other region in Argentina, and I've heard about this region. I didn't actually know it was in Argentina. I've heard a lot of people talk about wines from here. I didn't know it was in Argentina. Mm-hmm. But it's really fun to say.
Okay.
Patagonia.
Isn't
that fun to say?
I like that. Isn't there like shirts or something, Patagonia?
There's a design company called Patagonia.
Yeah.
Okay, that's how
company. Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I know.
Yeah.
But now I will try wine from Patagonia.
And they make Pinot Noir.
Oh.
Which makes sense when you think about, I'm guessing this is going to have a little elevation up on the Andes Mountains, where you want, Pinot Noir to be in a cooler climate. Mm-hmm. And it says these are very elegant and affordable, and they have been compared to Burgundy.
Wow.
And if you're telling me I can get something that's described as elegant, affordable compared to Burgundy for a value,
we're going to try it.
We're definitely going to try it. Heck yeah.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to finding a wine from Patagonia and giving it a shot. Hopefully they're distributed and they're if we seek them out, we can find them somewhere here in town.
Oh, yes. I would love that.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun. All right, next country, we're going to go to France.
Oh,
We're going to go to one region that you and I love, which is the Loire Valley.
love the Loire Valley.
Apparently, we know you can get bang for your buck there. I didn't know that it was kind of as under the radar. I thought this would give me more regions that I didn't know of. There's more on this list that I do know of. But I would agree. The Loire Valley, when you talk about Chenin Blanc, when you talk about Cab Franc or Sancerre for the Sauvignon Blanc, we love the wines from here. I would say the range is going to be a little bit higher for the Cab Francs from Chenin or Saumur. You're probably going to be in that $15 to $30 range, for their wines. Chenin Blancs, probably $15 to $25 range.
Yeah.
But they're delicious. Sancerres, and again, I'm giving you the ceiling price for what I call the budgetary kind of where you get great wine for a good price. Are there wines way more expensive? Sure there are.
Right.
Every region has those. But this is where you could live comfortably and get great wine.
So I know we mentioned the Chenin Blanc from South Africa. What was the price point on that compared to?
Remember I told you anywhere from like $7 all the way up to $22.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now you can go higher than that, but that's where you're getting good wine in that price range.
Okay.
And then the other region in France that they're giving you is the Languedoc.
Oh.
This is going to be in the Rhone Valley, kind of go west of the Rhone Valley over there.
Have I had that?
No.
Okay.
This is where you're going to get Grenache, Syrah, Kerrigan blends. Instead of the Mourvedre over in the Rhone, go over to the Languedoc, and they give you the Kerrigan, takes the place of the Mourvedre.
Okay.
Now, I've heard that there's great wines here at great values. These are supposed to be, big, rustic, rich reds. We need to seek these out. I've heard people talk about these, and I've never pulled the trigger on getting one, and we need to see what we think.
That would be interesting. Yes, I would too, just to pull some and have some with some friends and see what their take is on some of these wines. I would love to do something like that.
But you and I, we can 100% get behind from experience the Loire Valley.
100%. 100%.
The next country. This is one of the oldest countries when you talk about countries that have been producing wine. But I think it's only been in the last, 10 years where they're exporting more wines. That's Greece.
Oh, okay.
And there's a Certico. A Certico, I think I'm saying that right. It's a white wine. You've had it. We love it. It's got this salinity to it. It's got mineral elements to it. It's a beautiful white wine. If I didn't say that, it's a white wine. It's great with seafood, but no shocker there when you're thinking about Greece, right? You're going to make wines that are great with their foods. The red wine is, I don't even know how you would say this, Xinomavro. I'm just going to say Nomarvo. And
Ixnomarvo.
I don't even know if the X is silent, maybe.
Ixnomarvo. I don't know.
So this is supposed to be in that kind of, if it was going to compare it to a wine we knew, they say Nebbiolo.
Oh,
and it would be in that kind of style of wine where it has strong tannins, a little bit of spice, that elegance to it still. So we've never had this. I'm curious to try it.
We've never had this.
I've never had this. And when you talk about it being a value, I don't know what the price point would be. I think I pulled those up. Let me see. No, I did not get a price on those. I was searching for it and I couldn't find it. But yeah, I mean, it's in the category, so we're assuming it's going to be less than $30 a bottle for that red. I would hope. So.
I don't know why, but I feel like maybe we had some at a tasting.
I don't think so. It does say that Certico, and I really like it. You know, I told you with the minerality and everything. It says that it rivals, ready?
Yeah.
Chablis for half the cost.
Really?
How do you feel about Chablis?
Love Chablis.
What grape is used to make Chablis?
Chardonnay.
Hey, I thought I was going to stump you there. I thought you were going to go, I don't know, but I know I like it.
That's been most of my answers. I don't know, but I like it.
I'm impressed, Sandra. Nicely done.
I do like Chablis.
Yeah, all right. So that's interesting that they say it's, it rivals Chablis at half the cost. We're going to have to search that grape out. We've had a couple bottles, but we need to do a little bit more comparison maybe when we get a bottle.
That would be another good thing to do is compare a Chablis with a Certico.
A Certico. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So some fun grapes from Greece.
I like it.
In that category of, bang for your buck.
All right.
We're going to move to the next country, Austria.
Austria.
And this is one that was on my list.
It was.
Not for the white that we love. You know what that is, right?
Gruner?
Yes. Gruner Veltliner. Good job. My wife is on fire tonight.
Woohoo!
We love Gruner Veltliners, and if you haven't had those, beautiful whites, crisp, mineral, always well priced. I mean, that's where you can get some bang for your buck for sure. And Austria does those the best, in my opinion. What I was excited about were the reds from Austria. It's a particular red that's also in Germany.
Okay. Have we had it?
We have, and you were like, oh my gosh, this is so good.
I did.
It's called Blanc.
Blanc. That kind of sounds familiar.
Yeah, you've had it.
Yes.
Blanc is, we have a couple more bottles. I need to open another one for you.
Okay.
Beautiful wines, very undervalued for what you get with the balance and the complexity and just, very, very nice wine. So Blanc was one that I know I want to drink more of, that I think people need to be exposed to more. So I'm glad to see that Chad agreed with me.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. So that gets us through Austria. That's country number 9. We have one more country.
Uh-huh.
I was a little surprised by this one because I don't necessarily think this is where you can get great value, but I might
Is it the United States?
Nope.
Oh.
But I might need to explore just a little bit more.
Okay.
And that would be Australia.
Oh.
Yeah. The Clare Valley and the McLaren Vale, not Valley, I keep wanting to say Valley. Clare Valley and McLaren Vale.
Okay.
In the Clare Valley, that's the show mascot, pitter-patting on the floor. That's our boy Bear.
That's Bear.
You're my boy Bear. What show? Substitute Blue.
Oh, okay.
You don't remember?
No.
Okay.
I don't. Sorry.
You're my boy Bear.
Yes. Yeah, I remember now. Okay.
So Australia, Clare Valley and McLaren Vale. In the Clare Valley, you're going to get Riesling. Oh. Now, here's the thing about Riesling in Australia. When you think about the Rieslings in Germany, you get this range of Riesling, the grape. It can go from dry to, off dry to sweet to very sweet. And in that range, it's just 10, 12 different kind of styles,
Right.
In Australia, just dry.
Really?
That's all you're going to get. You're not going to get a sweet Riesling. So if you're a fan of Riesling with some sugar in it, some residual sugar.
This isn't for you?
Well, I don't want to say that it's not for you. You still like Riesling. But if you go, okay, I'm going to try a dry one, but I also want to try, don't even look. You're not going to find it in Australia is my point. Okay.
Because I know a lot of people, and I'm guilty here, when I first heard of Riesling or tried Rieslings, they were always very sweet. And I think that's what I always expected out of a Riesling. Well, until recent years.
They did that to the American palate because the American palate loves sugar.
Right. And so, yes.
That's why when people made Riesling in America, they only made the sweet ones. Yeah. Because they know Americans like sugar.
Right.
Yeah. But there are dry. There's off dry. Oh. There's, dessert, very late harvest kind of with botrytis, that Rieslings that are fantastic. So yes. Super sweet, but really, really good. But But Clare Valley, I know, has some great Rieslings. They have some very age-worthy Rieslings that these are wines that you can get in that $20 to $25 range. When you think about age-worthy wines, you're thinking you have to spend a little more money than 20, 25 bucks.
Interesting. That's funny that you say Rieslings for the white, because for me, I'm thinking Australia, and I'm thinking maybe Sauvignon Blanc.
No.
No. That's what I would.
No.
Am I thinking New Zealand?
Yes, you're right.
That's what I'm thinking, New Zealand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then never mind.
I would say Riesling and probably Chardonnay are the two biggest whites. Now, they have a lot of different whites. I mean, the wine regions in Australia across the board collectively are very diverse. I mean, there's a lot of Italian, like Fiano, the white wine is there. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of wines there. But if you ask me, what would I say are kind of the signature white wines of Australia, I would say Chardonnay and Riesling. Maybe I'm wrong. Mark Davidson can tell us if I'm wrong or not. If I said red wines of Australia, what would you say?
I don't know, Syrah.
Don't insult the Australians.
Okay, I don't know.
Shiraz. It's Syrah, but you don't call it Shiraz.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what? Did I say something wrong? I did. Shiraz.
No, you didn't say it wrong. They call it Shiraz there.
Oh, okay.
Instead of Syrah.
Okay.
But yeah, that would be their signature red wine.
Okay.
That's what they're known for. And then after that, coming in a close second, I would say Cabernet Sauvignon.
Okay.
But they do some other reds that are beautiful. They have some great Pinot Noirs in some regions. Tasmania, we've had some Pinot Noirs from there. Mm-hmm. But getting back to, we're getting off.
I know, we are getting off track.
Getting back to the value areas, we said Clare Valley, and then the next one was the McLaren Vale. This is what they're talking about here in this region where you're going to get some bang for your buck. Mm-hmm. Is right up our alley. GSM blends, Grenache Syrah Mourvedre blends.
Okay.
And they even say these deliver in that Rhone style with richness, but at everyday value prices. I'm curious.
I am too.
I'm very interested in those.
GSM blends.
Yeah, I'll tell you, some of the wines I've seen from Australia have been a little bit more expensive. Can I say another white that just came to mind that we love?
Which is?
Semillon.
Yes.
There's some Australian Semillon. There's another value I'm going to throw in. Sorry, chat. I'm adding to your list in Australia. Semillon's a great grape. Comes from Bordeaux, white wine. You can get it in Australia for $14 to $18 a bottle, and it's a beautiful thing.
Wow. Yes, it is. I do like a Semillon.
But yeah, GSM blends. We love GSM blends. Getting back to the McLaren Vale. So I'm going to take this list and I'm going to go through and see if I can search out some wines from these regions, and we'll do a little tasting.
You do that, and I will taste all the wines.
We'll see what we think. There's been some great wines listed that we know, but I think there's a lot that have been mentioned that we don't know a lot about. I'm looking forward to exploring and trying.
Oh, I am too.
Yeah.
That's what we like to do, is just try a different grape and different wine from a different place and see what we think.
And I'm going to say that's what you should do. Is that fair?
Absolutely.
I mean, if you're going to tell me you're a wine drinker, don't tell me I only drink this white wine and this red wine. Then you're not a wine drinker.
No.
The alcohol you drink happens to be wine, but you're not a wine drinker.
Correct.
If you're a beer drinker, then I'm expecting you to move around a
variety of beers, absolutely.
But most people don't. And I think if you think about people who drink beer, most Americans, they're a Bud Light or they're Miller Lite, and that's all the Michelob Ultra. That's all they drink.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Some people just like to stay in their lane.
But when it comes to wine, you can't do that.
You can't do that.
It's worth it's just like food. Think of wine like food.
You don't
want to eat the same dish every day.
Exactly.
Wine should be the same way. You don't want to drink the same wine every day.
Exactly.
Is that a good way to put it?
Absolutely.
Okay. Is there any other regions that you think chat kind of left off that you would throw out that we've had wines from? I mentioned Tuscany in Italy. I just think that's still a great value. Chianti Classicos.
That's
Started
a good
Chianti
question.
Classico.
I don't know. I think they did a pretty good job.
I think so too. I think Argentina, we drink some wine from there, but there's these other regions, the Uco Valley, Patagonia.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've never had wines from there. I'm looking forward to trying that. When we think about Spain and getting into those regions,
Right.
Mencia Barizo and Humilia.
Yeah. I can't think. I think they did a really good job, and I think that's a good starting point too. And who knows what will lead to from these wines, where we would go from there.
And by the way, reach out to us on social media if you have, a place of great value that you think, you get great wines that punch up, bang for your buck wines that weren't mentioned in this podcast.
Yes.
We'd love to hear from you on any of our social media. And all of those links are down in the description of this podcast. So we're looking for those kind of places.
Yes,
so any recommendations you have, we're open to getting them.
All the time.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Sandra, that was fun. Now you've got to, be open to me going and buying some wine.
I am open to you buying some more
go buy
wine.
these wines so you can try them. I'm doing it for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't want to do it, but so that you can try these, I'm going to go buy some wine.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
That's just the kind of guy I am.
I love it.
Well, this was fun. Had a
Thank
good time doing this with you, as I always do.
Me too.
Everybody, thanks so much for listening to this episode of Bottles and Bites Without Borders. And until our next episode, keep exploring the world one bottle and one bite at a time.